Literature reviews are one of the most time-consuming parts of academic research. Most researchers spend hours searching databases, screening papers, and organizing findings before they even begin writing. And while tools like ChatGPT can help summarize papers, they don't actually conduct a systematic literature review. That's when I came across SciSpace Agent, which claims it can run a fully customizable, PRISMA-compliant systematic review across thousands of papers in under 60 minutes. So today, I'm putting it through a real research workflow to see how many relevant papers it finds, how much time it actually saves, and whether it deserves to be considered one of the best AI tools for literature review and academic research.
To make this as realistic as possible, I'm not using a simple demo topic or a pre-selected example. Instead, I'll be using a research topic from a real-world domain and putting SciSpace through the same process researchers follow when conducting a literature review. The topic I'll be working on is supply chain management in clinical laboratory practice. If you're not familiar with it, SciSpace is an AI research platform built for researchers and academics. Today, I'll be testing its SciSpace Agent and SLR Agent to see whether they can genuinely make the literature review process faster and more practical. Can it find relevant studies? Can it actually save time? Are the outputs useful enough to support academic research? And most importantly, is this something I would genuinely trust and use in my own research workflow? So let's get into the video. The first thing I wanted to test is to see how well SciSpace's standard literature review tool performed on its own. I opened the literature review section, entered my research topic, supply chain management in clinical laboratory practice, and selected deep review instead of the standard mode to get a more comprehensive analysis. Before the search began, SciSpace asked a few follow-up questions to better understand the direction of my research. For example, it asked whether I wanted to focus on technical advancements, innovation, or other specific aspects of the topic. I simply confirmed the options that matched my research, and the review started. In less than 10 minutes, SciSpace had searched through more than 170 research papers related to my topic. From here, I could access each paper's abstract, summary, and, where available, the full text. I could also download the complete literature review report, filter papers by publication year, file type, and other criteria, bookmark important studies, listen to AI-generated podcast summaries.
Today, we are discussing about lean healthcare tools to increase the service level at a Peruvian maternal and infant polyclinic.
Chat with individual papers, ask follow-up questions, and export the results in multiple formats. Overall, I found the literature review feature fast and useful for discovering, organizing, and exploring relevant research papers.
But this is where it's important to understand the difference. The literature review feature is an AI research tool. It performs a specific task, helping you search, summarize, organize, and explore research papers. While SciSpace Agent is different, it can plan the review, search multiple databases, screen studies, apply inclusion and exclusion criteria, generate structured outputs, and guide you through a complete PRISMA-compliant systematic literature review. And made me realize one important question. Can the SciSpace Agent automate that entire workflow and actually save researchers even more time? Let's find out. First, to access the SciSpace Agent and the SLR workflow, you'll first need to create a free SciSpace account. Simply sign up using your email or Google account, and you'll receive free credits to start testing the platform.
When you open the main dashboard, the first thing you'll notice is the large search bar. Just below it is the prompt builder, one of the features I found genuinely useful because it helps you build research prompts instead of starting from a blank page. The prompt builder is divided into 3 simple sections. I want to. This is where you choose the type of task you want to perform, such as a literature review, systematic review, data analysis, and more. Then Use option. Here you select the research source or workflow you want the agent to use, including options like deep research, PubMed, Google Scholar, and other available databases. And Make. Finally, you choose how you'd like the results delivered, whether that's a Word document, PowerPoint presentation, LaTeX file, or one of the other supported formats. To test this, I selected Review Literature under I Want to. Immediately, the prompt builder started generating a structured prompt for me, asking me to specify my research topic and the types of papers I wanted to include. As I selected additional research sources like PubMed, the prompt automatically expanded to include those choices, saving me from writing everything manually. I also liked that once the research is complete, you can automatically convert the results into different output formats without having to recreate the work later. Personally, I think this feature saves a lot of time, especially if you're not comfortable writing detailed research prompts from scratch. To make this even easier for you, I created the exact prompt I used for my own research topic on supply chain management in clinical laboratory practice. You'll find it linked in the description below. Simply copy the template, replace it with your own research topic if needed, and you're ready to start. Now it's time to test the feature I was most interested in, the SLR agent. From the search bar, click Tools and enable Systematic Research, PRISMA. I also recommend enabling verified reports, which I'll explain later because it plays an important role in verifying citations and research outputs. Next, paste the prompt we created earlier. Choose how you'd like the final report delivered, whether that's a Word document or LaTeX, and then submit the request. Once submitted, the SLR workflow begins. While the research is running, I wanted to evaluate SciSpace fairly instead of simply accepting the results. So throughout this test, I'll be judging it based on 5 criteria that I think matter most when choosing a best AI tool for literature reviews and academic research. 1. Research workflow. Does it actually simplify the systematic review process? 2. Consistency and accuracy. Are the responses reliable compared to traditional research methods and other AI tools? 3. Research quality. Does it find relevant, high-quality papers and produce meaningful outputs? 4. Citation reliability. Are the citations accurate, verifiable, and suitable for academic research? 5. Time savings. Most importantly, how much time does it actually save? SciSpace claims the entire workflow to be completed in under 60 minutes, so I wanted to see if that claim holds up in a real research scenario. At this point, the timer had already reached 2 minutes, and the systematic review was now underway. Now let's take a closer look at how the systematic research PRISMA workflow actually works. Unlike the standard literature review tool, the SLR agent doesn't immediately start searching for papers. Instead, it first builds a research plan by understanding your request, creating a task list, preparing the search strategy, and then guiding you through a few important decisions before the review begins. After about 5 minutes, the agent paused and asked me to review and confirm several parts of the research setup. The first step was selecting the publication period. Even if you've already included a date range in your prompt, SciSpace asks for confirmation to make sure the review uses the correct timeframe. Next, it asks you to choose which research databases to search. Depending on your project, you can select SciSpace Research, your own library if you've uploaded papers, Google Scholar, PubMed, and other available sources. It then suggests alternative keywords for your topic. For example, terms like clinical laboratory, diagnostic laboratory, and medical laboratory all describe similar concepts. You can keep the suggested keywords, remove any that aren't relevant, or add your own to improve the search. Another useful option is adding additional research instructions. In my case, I ask the agent to place more emphasis on African clinical laboratory settings while still considering international studies. Finally, I confirmed the publication period, which I recommend keeping within the last 5 years for most topics, unless your research requires older studies. So before the review even begins, the agent helps you refine 4 key areas: publication period, alternative keywords, additional research instructions, research databases. Although these confirmations add a few extra minutes, they help narrow the scope of the review, improve the relevance of the papers, and ultimately produce a much stronger final report. By this point, the timer had reached 7 minutes, and the systematic review was now fully underway. While the research was still running, I explored the progress from the top navigation by opening all files and live activity. This was actually one of my favorite parts, because you can see exactly what the AI agent is doing in real time, instead of waiting for a final result. Under live activity, I could watch the agent continuously searching for papers. At this point, it had already identified more than 72 relevant studies, and the number kept increasing as the search continued. Each paper comes with its own abstract, AI-generated summary, downloadable PDF, and bookmark options, allowing you to review the evidence even before the entire systematic review is complete. Going back to all files, I could also see every file the agent was generating throughout the workflow, instead of only receiving the final report at the end. One file that stood out was todo.md, which accessed the research plan for the entire project. Opening it showed exactly how the agent was approaching the review, from understanding the research objective, creating the search strategy, importing papers, generating research questions, applying screening criteria, filtering studies, and progressively building the final report. I actually found this level of transparency useful because the agent isn't just giving you an answer. It lets you see how the research is being planned and executed step by step, making the entire workflow much easier to understand and verify.
By this point, around 15 minutes had passed, and the agent paused once again for another review step. This time, it asked me to review and confirm the research questions, which were presented using the PICO framework, a widely used approach in evidence-based and systematic research for defining a clear research question. The suggested questions already aligned well with my topic, but I still had the option to edit them or add additional questions before continuing. For my review, I added another research question, focusing on push and pull inventory systems, specifically looking at how a hybrid approach could help reduce stock shortages and minimize wastage in clinical laboratory supply chains. One thing I liked here is that you're not locked into the agent's suggestions. At every stage, you can refine the research questions, add more context, or make the scope more specific before moving on. Once I was satisfied with the research questions, I confirmed the changes, submitted them, and the systematic review continued. While the review continued running, I could still monitor the progress through live activity and all files, watching the agent discover and process more relevant studies in real time. A couple of minutes later, the agent paused again, this time for what I think is one of the most important steps in any systematic literature review. It asked me to review the screening criteria, specifically the inclusion and exclusion criteria. If you're unfamiliar with systematic reviews, these criteria determine which studies are included in the final analysis and which ones are excluded. In other words, they define the quality and relevance of the evidence your review is built on. For my project, I configured the exclusion criteria to remove studies that weren't directly related to clinical laboratory practice, including research from non-clinical or unrelated settings. This helped ensure the final review stayed focused on the exact research problem instead of collecting every loosely related paper. The inclusion criteria work the opposite way. They tell the agent exactly what type of study should be prioritized based on your research objectives, improving the relevance and consistency of the final results. I actually liked this step because it gives you full control over the quality of the review. Instead of the AI making assumptions, you're defining the rules before the evidence is screened. Once I confirmed the screening criteria, the agent continued the systematic review using those conditions. By this point, around 35 minutes had passed, and the systematic review was entering its final stage. I let the agent continue running, and after just under 45 minutes, the research was complete. Everything had been processed, verified, and organized into a complete research project. Here's what SciSpace generated. SCM PRISMA.doc, the complete systematic literature review containing the main research findings. PRISMA flow diagram, a visual summary of the entire screening and selection process. Overview.md, a complete overview of the research workflow and generated outputs. Search strategy.md, the detailed search strategy used throughout the review. To access the results, simply open Final Output and download either the Word document or the entire research project. After extracting the files, you can open everything locally in Microsoft Word or any compatible editor to continue reviewing or editing the report. The first page contains the title page and all the essential project information. The next section includes the PRISMA flow diagram, providing a visual overview of how the studies were identified, screened, and selected throughout the review. From there, the report follows a traditional academic structure, including the abstract, background, objectives, methods, results, and conclusion, making it feel much closer to a structured research report than a simple AI-generated summary.
Overall, the entire systematic literature review was completed within expected time range, producing a well-structured research report. But finishing the report isn't the only thing that matters. Before relying on any AI-generated research, there are 3 things I always recommend checking. First, review the search strategy. Open the search strategy file to see exactly how the agent searched, filtered, and extracted the research data. This gives you a transparent view of the entire search process, instead of treating the results like a black box. Second, inspect the research papers. Every paper used in the review remains accessible. You can open individual studies, bookmark important papers, remove irrelevant ones, add new papers if needed, and even organize them using custom properties, such as relevance. This makes it easy to review and refine the evidence instead of accepting everything automatically. Although the report includes verified citations, I still recommend checking them yourself. Inside the SCM PRISMA.md file, you'll find the complete list of references used throughout the review. You can copy any citation and verify it using Google, your preferred citation checker, or the original publication. SciSpace also includes built-in tools like the citation generator, citation checker, AI writer, and paraphraser, which can be useful if you're continuing with manuscript writing after completing your literature review. For me, this was one of the biggest strengths of the platform. The agent doesn't just generate a report. It also gives you the information and tools needed to review, verify, and improve the final research before using it in an academic project. So after testing SciSpace from start to finish using a real research topic, here's my conclusion. Can SciSpace actually make literature reviews faster? Yes.
The standard literature review tool made it easy to discover and organize relevant research papers, while the SciSpace Agent took it much further by guiding me through a complete PRISMA-based systematic review workflow. What impressed me most wasn't just the speed, it was the structured process. Instead of simply generating an answer, the agent involved me throughout the review by asking me to confirm research questions, refine keywords, define inclusion and exclusion criteria, and review important decisions before continuing. The entire workflow took less than 1 hour, and by the end, I had a structured report, a PRISMA flow diagram, a documented search strategy, verified citations, and all the supporting files needed to continue the research. Of course, like any AI tool, I still recommend reviewing the evidence yourself before using it in academic work. But based on this test, SciSpace isn't trying to replace the researcher, it's helping remove the repetitive work so you can focus more on analyzing the research itself. So if you're looking for one of the best AI tools for literature reviews and academic research, I think SciSpace is definitely worth considering. If you'd like to follow the exact workflow I used in this video, I'll leave my research prompt template and supporting resources in the description below so you can adapt them to your own research topic. You can also try SciSpace using my referral link below. If you decide to upgrade, you can use my 40% discount codes link below. And if you're interested in what happens after the literature review, I've also made a video showing how I detect and humanize AI-generated academic writing using real examples. I'm Eld Knight. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.